I tried to tell this story the best I could, but if I'm all over the place, oh fucking well, you still get the point. You still understand where I'm coming from, and you understand how I feel. Thank you.
What's up, y'all? Today is
Wednesday.
today is Wednesday, February 11th, 1919 in the evening. So this gonna be a story time on how actually how y'all been. So this gonna be a story time about how I got caught messing around with a boy in the bathroom my freshman year. It was freshman year, spring semester of like 2021. No, 2022. It was 2021, 2022, because that was my freshman year. So 21, 22, and it was spring semester, so that means it was 22. And I was in my environmental science class, and it was me, this girl named Genesis, and then I forgot who said it for me. I think it was Caitlin, and then it was one of my in-law relatives, Abby, and then it was this boy. We're gonna call him Dummy. Okay? So boom, okay, so like the way the class was set up, it was like he had him in rows. So like let's say like this side is the freaking desk. I was sitting by his desk, and then there was a desk of rows right here. It was 3 people. It was one in front of me, and then there was another row, and there was 3 people on the side. If that makes sense. So he would always sit not right next to me because Genesis would sit next to me. It would be the person in front of me, but on the other side of me. That makes sense. That makes sense.
I want to listen.
Oh, okay. So, boom. So it was just I had got braids, right? My mama had let me get braids for homecoming, so I had me some braids in my head or whatever. And he used to always watch me. Like I would see him watch me, but like I would just never like put 2 and 2 together. Like he would always watch me, like when I'm walking in the hallway, like in the bathroom. He would just always look at me, like and stuff like that. But mind y'all, like it was a coincidence because he always caught me in the bathroom because I never went to the bathroom because I was scared to go in the bathroom like in between classes. Well, really in general, like I was just scared to go to the bathroom because I didn't want to run into no problems. So we got a class together that spring semester. He was sitting right there next to me or whatever. And it was one day in class, Dummy just started talking. Like, I was talking to Genesis, and then Dummy just started talking, like, in our conversation or whatever. So it was just like that. So fast forward to moving on. Dummy was also... No, he was not. Dummy didn't come out to nobody. Dummy just popped out with a boyfriend. And nobody knew he was gay. Nobody knew he liked boys. Dummy just popped out with a boyfriend. So I'm like, God damn. And it was like, well, at that school, the school I was at, bro, that shit was like dead. Like, I was literally the only gay person there. Like, I was literally the only gay. Well, it was another gay person, but he was like on the low. I was the only like bad bitch gay that was there, that was like not scared to be who I was or not toned down, if that makes sense. So Dummy popped out with a boyfriend or whatever. So I'm like, okay, I'm curious to know, like, is this true? Because it's literally like going around school that Dummy got a boyfriend, and Dummy's boyfriend is literally the gay that was like low key. Like he was gay, but like he was quiet. Like you could tell he was gay, but he was very quiet. He was always friends with the white girls. So they popped out. So I'm like, what the fuck? So I text the quiet gay. I'm like, you and him talking for real? Like that's your boyfriend for real? Or whatever. And he like, yeah, that's my boyfriend, this, that, and the third. But he got a little smart at the mouth. So I'm like, I was just wondering. Let me get out y'all. Because, like, I don't got the screenshot them over. Like, I was just wondering because he was just all in my business. Like, actually, no, I think I might do got some screenshots of freaking... Oh, my gosh, wait. Hey. So that same night, the boyfriend ended up texting me. Like, not Dummy ended up texting me. The night that I texted the boyfriend, I'm gonna call him the boyfriend. The night I text the boyfriend, that's when Dummy had came behind him and text me. Dummy was like on some like, I've been seeing you around, this, that, and the third, da 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 da. He was like, let me put you in this group chat, this, that, and the third. I'm like, okay. What you put me in a group chat with the boyfriend? So I'm like, what you put me in a group chat with your boyfriend for? In my head, I'm like, why are you putting me in a group chat with your boyfriend? But he was just like this. So Dummy added me and the boyfriend to the group chat together, and Dummy was literally just expressing himself to like me and his boyfriend about how much he liked me, how much he been watching me for the like past semester, and he been wanting to talk to me, and this, that, and the third. While the boyfriend's in the chat, so I'm over here. I'm like, why is you telling me that while your boyfriend is in the chat? Come to find out, Dummy wanted me and the boyfriend to be in a polyamorous relationship with them. And I was like, bitch, I don't get down like that. Because, no, I don't like sharing my men. So, after I said that, I left the group chat or whatever, and Dummy continued to text me after that. Like, Dummy was like, it's okay if you don't want to do that. I still want to fuck with you, this, that, and the third. So, Dummy was fucking with me. I'm like, but you got a boyfriend though. So I was trying to have some morals and like, you got a boyfriend, you just popped out with this nigga, everybody talking about y'all literally in the mix or whatever now. So it's just like, what do you want me to do? What do you want me to do? So mind y'all, like, I'm a freshman, like I never really had no boyfriend before. Yeah, I talked to people online, but like I haven't met nobody in person that was like fucking with me like he was or whatever. So I'm like, okay, bet. Because people still don't know if they gay in middle school, but I knew. He was fucking with the kids, so I'm like, okay then, well, I'm gonna just let it see how it play out. So the way the buildings was designed was, it was like buildings based on departments. So it'd be like an English building, so E building. S building would be like math and science, and then you would have like something. You would have other buildings. So it was just building wise, the way the school was. So my fourth block was his JRTC block. So JRTC would come into the E building, which where I was, and would come, change their clothes after they get done with PT or whatever. So I'm like, okay then. So I would see him walk back and forth. So like while we in school, like he'd just be texting me like, come to the bathroom, this and then the third, like, let me see you, I want to see you, and da 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 da. So I'm like, okay, bet. I go. But then we just talking though. It's not like nothing like, it's nothing weird, because at the end of the day, y'all, I'm still trying to keep my morals. Like, you got a whole boyfriend. I'm not trying to be talking to you. And actually, that was the first time I actually went up to what happened. But like, he always be asking me to go to the bathroom. He asked me like 3-4 times before I actually went to the bathroom to go to the bathroom. So I'm like, okay, because I'm trying to keep my morals. Actually, no, let me fast forward back. It was one day I was going to get my It was one day I was going to get my instrument. And he basically like caught me in the hallway. Like I was leaving out the E building, I was going to the band hall to get my instrument, and he basically just randomly was like, "Hey, you look good, this, that, and the third, like, blah, 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 blah," because we've been texting over the phone, but like in person it was like weird. It wasn't weird, but we was just talking. And so then I went to go get my instrument. He just hugging on me, grabbing on me, but I did not do nothing to him, y'all. He touching on me, grabbing. He was like, give me a hug. I gave him a hug. He grabbing on me. I'm like, so it was like, okay. I went in the building, so I'm like low-key crushing hard. I'm blushing as fuck because like I didn't want to do that because you got a boyfriend, but at the same time it's just like, yeah, like that, yeah, do that or whatever. So fast forward to the bathroom. So he asked me like 4 or 5 times to meet him in the bathroom, but I never did. And then when I finally met him in the bathroom, we was just talking, this and the third, and he was like, give me a hug. And then that's when I kissed him. He didn't kiss me, y'all. I kissed him. But it was just like out of like, it was the right moment, because like, it was just like, why wouldn't I kiss him? So I kissed him. And then after that, I felt bad because I was like, I just kissed this boy, man, or whatever, and now I feel bad. But at the same time, it was so wrong, but it felt so right, y'all. So I was just like, you know what? Fuck it, we ball. So after that, after I kissed him, we just talking back and forth, Instagram, going to sleep on the phone, Instagram, because y'all know this how it was back in the day, like, just going, going to sleep, just going back on the phone, like, every night it was sleeping on the phone, and then we would be like PSing sometimes. So I'm like, you know what? That's so cool too. Because yeah, so it was one. Okay, so boom. So after that, we in class. Like the relationship. It's not a relationship, but the situationship is getting a little deep. It's getting a little serious, y'all. Situationship getting a little serious. We in class passing notes. He taking my phone off the desk and running to the bathroom, like, like we ain't like people noticing that me and him is talking, but they not saying nothing because like I'm not dropping the hints. Like he will start sitting behind me in class. I'm like, okay, like you really fucking with the kid, but you got a whole boyfriend. But then around school, T was getting around that dummy and the boyfriend was like arguing like back and forth or whatever. And then they end up making up again. Me and him stopped talking for a little while. They made up again, and he got like distant. And then next thing I know, it was a video online about somebody in the bathroom. And the video was not actually, no, that happened afterwards. That happened a little bit before. Before me and him got caught. Him and the boyfriend was in the bathroom doing something. Like, doing the do or whatever. They wasn't doing the do, but like, the boyfriend was giving him some head. So the video was going around, and then that's when he kind of like was going towards me. They ended up getting into it because he was embarrassed. I guess he was embarrassed because they got caught. And so he got mad at the boy because the video somebody recorded and went around. All right, so after that, so we started back talking again, like mind you, sitting by me in class, this, that, and the third, people eyeing us, this, that, and the third, like we in the bathroom together almost every day during my fourth block and his JRTC block. So I'm like, this, that, and the third. So one day he texted me, he was like, as soon as you get to school, meet me in the bathroom. So I'm like, okay, I'll meet you in the bathroom. Met him, because like, no, before this point in time, before meeting him in the bathroom, like we never did nothing. We probably just kissed and stuff like that because it was doing my fourth block, so we couldn't really do too much. So where was I? Yeah. So he texted me this time. He's like, as soon as you get to school, meet me in the bathroom. I'm gonna be in there. So I'm like, I bet. So he got to school earlier than I did because my bus always took longer because I live further out from the turnaround point. So I ended up coming to school. I go to the bathroom, and this was like at least twice a week. I was skipping my class. My first class was math. Like I was always late to my math class. Like always late. Like. But the teacher never really said nothing. Like, the teacher was just like, okay, back. So, my grade was good at first, but then when I started skipping, it started just going down. And the teacher just did not give a fuck. So, what was I finna say? So, I would just meet him in the bathroom. And the first time I met him in the bathroom, I gave him some head or whatever. And after that, it was just like twice a week.
No, whatever.
Huh?
Gave him some head and whatever. Lord Jesus. What these kids these days?
Girl, that was a long time ago. I'm a changed man. So I gave him some head, and then like I would just go back to class, but I would feel so like I would feel like a raw ass bitch because he was nut fast as fuck. So, bitch, I'm thinking my head fire as hell. Like, bitch, he was like, you doing such a good job. Like, this, that, and the third. But that's probably TMI. Oh, well, though. So, it would just be like twice a week, once a week for like 2 weeks. For like 3 weeks. For like a month. I would be meet him in the bathroom. And it would always be in the morning time. Like, it would never be in the afternoon. So fast forward, we talking every day after that, after school on the phone. You know, we chopping it up. He telling me how much he loved me, this, that, and the third. I'm in love. He in love with me, and the screenshot is right here. But I'm gonna insert that. But like I will always be distant to him because it's just like you got a boyfriend at the end of the day, and then like I'm not trying to get attached to you because I know like you not that type of bitch for like you not that type of nigga for real to like be my boyfriend because you literally cheated on yours to be with me. So he was literally just like a little fling thing. All right, so boom, we would just be talking between there. So now we going to the part where I actually got caught. So the day that I got caught, I was in fourth block. I was talking to my friend, and out my friends, it was Tierra and it was Aubrey. Actually, I was talking to them, and I was like, y'all, like. He told me I was gonna come to the thing, like, I don't know, like, this, that, like, I'm really just trying to stall, because I didn't feel like going, because I was just thinking like the day before, like all the shit that he be doing, like it just be like, bruh, like you need to chill, like for real, like, cause it comes to a point where it came to a point where that's all he was worried about was like me giving him head or like sexual stuff. So I'm like, I'm finna chill off you. And my friend was like, "Me, girl, just go, like, just give him that little tongue or whatever, this, that, and the third." Not, and then when they say tongue, they mean like kissing.
I blame friends.
They're like, "Girl, just go." So I'm like, "Fine, I'll go." So when I went in there, he was already in there. He was skipping his class, and I asked my teacher to go to the bathroom. When I went in there, he was already in there, but it was two other boys that used to pick on me all the time. So they was in there washing their hands and stuff. So they left. I waited to go in the stall until after they left. So boom, when they left, I left. I got in the stall with him with Dummy, and they end up sneaking back in there. But I heard them, and they knew I was in the same stall, so I end up running out. Like no, I end up like trick opening the door like to make it seem like I was coming out, and they ran out the bathroom. So I'm like, all right, we good, because like they was just eavesdropping. Little did I fucking know. So we was in the bathroom. We was just, I ain't even did nothing with him yet. Like, he ain't even took his pants off yet. So we just in there. And we kissing, this, that, and the third. But next thing I know, I just hear like people banging on, like somebody banging on each stall trying to see which one locked. And all I hear is, y'all better come out of there. So, bitch, at that point, I'm like, my heart dropped to my ass, bitch. I was fucking doomed. I'm standing on the toilet so they don't see my feet. I'm like, oh my gosh, what is going on? Is this how this is gonna end? Is this the death of me? So I opened the door, and they said two boys in here was having sex, this and the third. Oh my gosh. I opened the door. I was so embarrassed. I'm like, oh my gosh. So I would just walk out. At that point, I was like, it's nothing that you can do. Like, it's nothing that I can do, nothing that I can say. Like, you just got caught in another stall with a boy. So tell me why. I'm like, okay, bet. They called the principal down there to the bathroom. I'm like, this is so embarrassing. And one of the janitors was a family friend. So she knew my mama, she knew my grandma, she knew my auntie. So when I walked out the bathroom, it was like two janitors at the bathroom door waiting to see who was gonna come out. And when it was me, I was like, oh my gosh, I couldn't do nothing but just put my head down. So the principal came. The principal that was there actually followed my class from middle school to high school. So he was our principal at middle school, and then he followed us to high school. So he knew me. Like, he knew all the problems that I had. Like, he knew everything. But like, when I came out that bathroom, I was so embarrassed. Like, y'all do not understand. So boom. I went to the office. He came out the bathroom. I went to the office, but he was always in trouble. Like, he was always in trouble. Like, at school, I never got in trouble, but he was always in trouble. So this wasn't nothing new to him, but it was something new to me. I'm like, they finna call my mama. Oh my gosh. Like, I'm finna get suspended. It was crazy. Mind you, this is like through the whole spring semester. So it was just like, all of this happened from January, no, really February, like February all the way up until May. And let me tell you what made it good about this situation. So the situation happened, And they called my mom and it was like, yo, he got caught in the stall with another student. And, you know, that's automatic suspension, being caught in the stall with another student or whatever. So I'm like, she like, okay. And then y'all know how the mamas be like, let me talk to him, get him the phone. He gave me the phone. My mom was like, what was you doing in the stall? I was like, I wasn't doing nothing, this, that, and the third. I was just hanging out. We was just in there together. We was just, you know, hanging out. So she was like, you lying or whatever. I'm like, I'm really not. So I be telling my sister stuff. So I told him like I've been with this boy, like giving him head, because at that time I didn't live with my mama. I lived in the country where my school was. So when I say country, I mean like horses and, you know, fields and shit. So my mama lived in the city, I lived in the country. So it was just like, okay, she would come. So I rode the bus home from school that day, and I got suspended. But it was the week of finals. This happened like the week of finals. So like it didn't look like I got suspended, but I did. And let me tell you why. Because they told me that I can come back and take my finals. They said they was gonna freeze my grades, and I can come back and take my final for English, and then after that I would have to leave. So when I came back to that, when everybody found out that we got caught in the bathroom together because the boys had went and told the janitors. Okay, let me skip back. The boys, after the boys like ran out the bathroom, they went and told the janitors that we was in there together. So that's how the janitors found out. So the boys, you know, they went and told the whole school this, that, and the third, because like I literally was a topic. So like they went and told the whole school. So everybody thinking like I'm in trouble. But when they see me come back the next day, they didn't think nothing happened. So like, it was like he should have got suspended. But really I was suspended, but because it was finals week, they told me to come back and take my finals and then I would have to leave. So I'm just like, I'm embarrassed, but at the end of the day, I'm like, okay, that kind of saved the bill or whatever. Because, like, it don't look like I got in trouble. But his ass was gone. They didn't give a fuck about what he had to do. His ass was gone. So, boom. I get home. My mama is at the house that I met in the country. She's at my stepdaddy's house. Because I live with my stepdad. So, she at the house. She was like, what was you doing, this, that, and the third? Like, and I was like, I wasn't doing nothing, mama. Like, I was just, you know, I wasn't doing it. We were just in the bathroom chilling or whatever. So she found out I was lying because my sisters ended up snitching on me, telling them that I was in the bathroom giving head. So she drove back down into where I was, woke me up in my sleep, just giving me a whooping. Like, she like, why the fuck was you lying? This, that, and the third. Why are you sucking dick in the bathroom? I'm like, girl, I was just having fun. Like, I was living my life. So it was just
You sucking dick in the bathroom.
I was just living my life. Like, the boy, I was stupid over this boy, and it was just, you know, what it was. Like, it's high school shit, so it don't matter. Like, I'm not embarrassed by it now because I really don't give a fuck. I'm grown. So it's just like, but like back then, like it was embarrassing. So I was just like, oh my gosh, like, boom. So mind y'all, the video I was telling y'all about him and his boyfriend that was in the stall. They flipped the script and they said that the video was me, but the video was never me because nobody was in the bathroom while I was in the bathroom, and I wasn't on my knees. So it was just like,
so you was sitting on the toilet?
Yeah. So I was just like, that's not me. Could have never been me. So y'all ain't gonna see that part of me now. I was doing what y'all said I was doing, but it wasn't on no video. Y'all ain't catch me. Y'all ain't see me doing. That ain't me.
Well, who was DL at Parkway?
You want to know too much.
Damn, what you want to keep secret for? Who I'm gonna tell you?
Oh, I'm gonna tell you when the video cut off. Okay, so yeah, that's it, y'all. And then that's it, y'all. So thank you for watching the story time. I'm finna edit this and post it probably tonight because I'm bored. And yeah, we started at 1919 and we ended at 1951. So I feel like that was really quick. And then when I edit it, I'm gonna cut it down. So yeah. Bye.